Good morning, everybody. Here's a full makeup this morning. So I'm starting with a demi to cover all my imperfections, and the demi is Y01. So I had to speed this up, otherwise we'd be here for a long time because I have a lot of imperfections. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm using my Brightening Highlighter to underline my bags under my eyes, the puffiness, and this will disguise it, and use your third finger to tap into, because that's the lightest finger, and that's a very gentle area. And this will help conceal any bags, redness, darkness you have under your eyes. And then I add a bit more to my eyelids that are darker too, so I just spread it over. But this is my Brightening Highlighter. So I'm working on a nice clean palette to finish with my main highlighters and my eyeshadow. So I'm trying to make everything look fairly neutral before I start. Okay, time to start with my Athens, and I add gold, it's glow illuminator. So I tap back and forth between the two because the glow gives me a nice illumination, a nice little more tan. Just tap and stipple everywhere. You know, through the winter we get a little pasty looking, so I don't mind a little extra color, but that's just me. Okay, time for some eyeshadows. What will I use? Just so you know, ladies, all this week from the 25th to the 29th of September, if you buy 4 eyeshadows, you get a free eyeshadow brush, just like the one I'm using. Seint has incredible brushes. They're beautiful brushes. So heads up on that. 4 eyeshadows, free eyeshadow brush. So the eyeshadow I'm using is, I've added Mama, which is a very light dusty rose, to my base. And then I'm adding Midnight in the corners will be the next color. And then I added some Gigi to the center of my eye, but I didn't quite like it. So I added some Soulmate, which is one of my favorite. So what I'm doing here is I'm lining my eyes with an eyeshadow called Midnight, which is a dark, dark purple color, muted purple color. So now I'm lining my eyes with Midnight. It just gives a little darker midnight around my eyes. Just enough. And then I pull it up to the sides just to follow that line right up there. And that lifts your eyes nicely. Now, one of my favorite lip and cheeks is Black Cherry, and it goes nice with what I'm wearing today. Love this shade. It's just so pretty. Okay, let's use some contour. I use Ash to line my eyebrows. Can't wait to do something. But there's lighter shades of contour that you can use if your eyebrows are a bit lighter. Ash seems to work for me. My eyebrows are naturally dark, and so I just stick with that. And the contour is great because it controls your eyebrow hairs that might be a little unruly. And because it's kind of got a wax in it, so it works almost like a brow wax. It's really, really great. You know what's interesting and great about Seint products? This contour I'm using, I've had since last July 2022. That's over a year. The products last really long, even though they look like they're in such a small tin. It's amazing. Just one more thing. Let's lift those eyes up and clean up. So just put a brightening highlighter in the corner and just swipe it up like that. Tap it with your finger gently and just blend it on both sides. See how it sharpens and lifts the eyes? And the same thing you're going to do under your eyebrows after you've done them, because it kind of highlights them and lifts them too. All of it helps lift your eyes and brightens everything. Gives you that pop. Yep, as usual, I forgot the mascara.